What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Autopanel garage. Today we are showing you what we do next to the Autopanel channel, which is BMW performance parts. So today we are slightly modifying this BMW M340i, a channel favorite and, well, a family favorite, I can say, because we've done many of these. So we're doing a mid-pipe today, which is, well, an OPF delete basically. So we're replacing the mid-section of the exhaust for our own, which doesn't have an OPF. So it sounds a bit fruitier that way. So the problem with doing an OPF delete is that you get an error message and limp mode if you don't do any electronics. Now there's two ways of tackling that issue, which is you can use a light module is what it's called, which is an OPF cable. Come, I'll show you. Nice. So the OPF delete module, this is an OPF cable, and what you also need is a mil deleter. So this basically deletes the error messages you get when you do an OPF delete, these two things. You can get this in our shop, but sort of the nicer way is to do a flash on the ECU, of course. So this car is from July 2020, and as you might know, BMW switched ECUs as from July 2020. But in that month, they did both the old ECU and the newer ECU. It's a bit of a transition period. So the newer ECU requires a femto unlock if you want to flash it, which means taking out the ECU, sending it over to femto in Finland, and then they send it back to us, and then we can flash the ECU. The older type we can do with a bench unlock, which is a tool we have here, so we can do it on site. How do we know what type of ECU is in here? We do a check with MHD, so let's do so. You need this little adapter, which you can get in our store. You plug it into the OBD port of the car. You go into service mode by hitting the starter button 3 times, and then you connect with your phone to the MHD adapter. MHD app right there, and then you select unlock check. And then the app will tell you what kind of unlock is needed, and this shows that we need a bench unlock, which is very good news because, as I just told you, we can do that here, which is quite convenient. So I guess this guy has won the ECU lottery, really good news. And let's have a look at what we're replacing the mid-pipe with. So this is our own OPF delete mid-pipe. That's really convenient that we have, well, all these cars here. We can do test fitting, we can do product development, because, well, as you might know, I also own an M340i Touring. So that's how we get these products to be as good as they are. So this is a really nice quality product, and what you also get if you order this kit, as you can see, it's a 2-piece, which is convenient for shipping costs. And then you connect the 2 pieces with this clamp right here, and then you connect it to the original back box with these 2 clamps, which are original OEM BMW clamps, to ensure you have the best fitment and quality. So let's get Hub out here and have him install the mid-pipe. So the bench unlocker is hooked up to the ECU, and as you can see, we have power. So after we discovered that this was a bench unlocker, so we could do it back at the workshop, the owner decided, okay, let's just do a stage 1 tune with the OPF delete. And then I advised him to also go for a stage 2 XHP tune for the gearbox. And well, here we are a few hours later, and we have a stage 1 M340i with an OPF delete with a stage 2 transmission tune. This is a different animal. Let me show and tell you guys, because listen to those shifts. They are so sharp and crisp, and they also sound like it. It really is a beautiful combination of modifications, if you ask me. So the sound upgrade because of the OPF delete is actually quite subtle. It is more full-bodied, and you have a little bit of a rumble on the overrun, which is really nice, but nothing too crazy. It's actually quite civilized, and I think they should sound like this from the factory. Well, they do if you have a US model, because then you don't have the OPF. So this is sort of an OEM-like upgrade, you could say. There are no vibrations or droning sounds that you don't want. And that little stage 1 tune ensures we now have 420 horsepower instead of the stock 376. So that is really nice. And we've also adjusted the power gauges through MHD, as you can see, and it no longer has a VMAX, so we no longer have a limiter. So on the Autobahn, this stage 1 M340i, we've tested it with a previous model. It will do 300 kilometers an hour, so it's faster than an M3 Touring. So if you're looking to upgrade your M340i, we have many ways to upgrade the sound. We can do a plug and play downpipe swap, which doesn't require any coding or tuning. We can do an OPF delete like we did with this car, or we can even do an M Performance backbox upgrade, So that's also without coding, without tuning, just plug and play. They are made for the American market, but we have a way to adjust them for European models. And we also have a little clip of a car that has just that M Performance back box. It's also really nice. So if you're looking to upgrade your M340i or another BMW model, go check out autotopnl.shop. We have everything, well, nearly everything in stock. And we would also be happy to guide you and help you modifying your M340i. You can always contact us through WhatsApp on the website. You know, it's either one of us that will help you make an appointment or advise you in parts, stuff like that. So, little peek in the engine room over at AutoTop.nl, or Evolution M in this case. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed this lovely straight six sound. And they just need a little help to fully unlock its full potential. Thanks, guys.